pulling a window open to display all his current transactions. "Give me the order number." "Fine," sighed the courier woman. He could hear traffic noise over her headset, and the sound of clattering plates in the background. He would never have described Wong's as a cafe, and resolved to tell him later. They'd both laugh. She read off a number, and it matched one of his purchases. It was here at last. "I'll be with you in 5, he said, and cut off her protests about another job to go to with a slap of the red switch. He peeled off the gloves. He pulled on yesterday's clothes and scraped his fingers through his hair, scratching his scalp vigorously. He stepped into his boots and grabbed his own battered courier bag. Urban camouflage. Just another immigrant, not worth shaking down. He pushed his glasses back up his nose and palmed the door open. When it closed behind him, it locked repeatedly, automatically. The corridor echoed with noise, with voices, music, footsteps. Above all, the soft moan of poverty. People were everywhere, their shoulders against his, their feet under his, their faces wet-mouthed, hollow-eyed, filthy-skinned close to his. The floor, the walls, the ceiling were made from bare sheet metal that boomed. Doors punctured the way to the stairs, which had been dropped into deliberately left voids and welded into place. There was a lift, which sometimes even worked, but he wasn't stupid. The stairs were safer because he was fitter than the addicts who'd tried to roll him. Fitness was relative, of course, but it was enough. He clanked his way down to the ground floor, 5 stories away, 10 landings, squeezing past the stair-dwellers and avoiding spatters of noxious waste. At no point did he look up, in case he caught someone's eye. It wasn't safe, calling a post-Armageddon container home. But neither was living in a smart, surveillance-rich neighborhood with no visible means of support. Something that was going to attract police attention, which wasn't what he wanted at all. As it stood, he was just another immigrant with a clean record, renting an identikit 2x4 domic module in the middle of Clapham Common. He'd never given anyone an excuse to notice him, had no intention of ever doing so. Street level. Cracked pavements dark with dying rain. Humidity high. The heat already uncomfortable. An endless stream of traffic that ran like a ribbon throughout the city, always moving with a stop-start, never seeming to arrive. There was elbow room here, and he could stride out to the pedestrian crossing. The lights changed as he approached, and the cars parted as if for Moses. The crowd of bowed-head, hunch-shouldered people shuffled drably across the tarmac to the other side, and in the middle a shock of white blonde hair. Wong's was on the corner. Wong himself was kicking some plastic furniture out onto the pavement to add an air of unwarranted sophistication to his shop. The windows were streaming condensation inside, and stale, steamy air blew out the door.
"Hey, Petrovitch, see your girlfriend? You keep her waiting like that she leave you."
"She's a courier, you pardon stari. Where is she?" Wong looked at the opaque glass front and pointed through it.
"There,"
the shopkeeper said.
"Right there. Eyes of love never blind."
"I'll have a coffee, thanks." Petrovitch pushed a chair out of his path.
"I should charge you double. You use my shop as office."
Petrovitch put his hands on Wong's shoulders and leaned down. "If I didn't come here, your life would be less interesting, and you wouldn't want that." Wong wagged his finger but stood aside, and Petrovitch went in. The woman was easy to spot. Woman, girl almost, all adolescent gawkiness and nerves, playing with her ponytail, twisting and untwisting it in red spirals around her index finger. She saw him moving toward her and stopped fiddling, sat up, tried to look professional. All she managed was younger.
"Petrovitch?"
"Yeah," he said, dropping into the seat opposite her.
"Do you have ID?"
"Do you?" They opened their bags simultaneously. She brought out a thumb scanner.